The topic of today is gonna be gentrification. What's up, family? I'm just talking to y'all like I'm on a FaceTime call because I started to think like trying to get everything set up. The whole idea of my YouTube channel is just for me to speak my mind. So whenever something comes to my mind, I'm just gonna post it, whether it goes up or it doesn't. That is my thing. Anyway, so gentrification. I'm from the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. If you know anything about the DMV, the two main cities everybody talk about is DC or Baltimore. And the reason I brought up gentrification is because I'm living and seeing it in every which way. I'm from the suburbs, so I live outside the city, but I live close enough to the city where I can go in and out the city, and I see the city. I know the city a little bit. It's kind of convenient for me. My parents wanted us to have that lifestyle where, because the city can be hectic. Everybody knows that. Growing up in the city, I've never grown up in a city, but a lot of my friends I know that grew up in a city, unfortunately, a lot of people that grow up in a city have a hard life, but not everybody does. Some people grow up with two parents. It's not hard out there, but just systematically what a city is, it's always going to know what white, black, whatever, you're always going to come up and struggle. And then when history in America, black history in America, like the white people will always find a way. White people always find a way to get what they want, and they have systematically done it. They have systematically been racist. They have systematically been segregating black people and putting them down in positions. Like you're in a like imagine living in the country where the benefits are there, but it's systematically against you to where you have to come from the ground up. I think that's just a different type of struggle. So personally, from the outside looking in and where I have been able to grow and have privilege, where my parents were able to have opportunity to leave a city or leave anywhere where, potential struggle could be, and they did what they did, went to school and worked hard and did what they were supposed to do to be in a position like this, doesn't make me better than anybody else, but it gives me the eye to see what's going on. I see a lot of my brothers and sisters, black brothers and sisters, moving into the suburbs, and a lot about black history, a lot of black success lives in the city. Every city you go in wherever it's thriving, where black people are thriving is in the city. Where black people are, a lot of us are, we are in the city. And it's not for any other reason, but because a lot of people move to the city for better opportunities. There's more jobs there. There's more, like anywhere you go. Coming out to the suburbs is not a lot of job opportunities. It's just a place where people have peace of mind. You don't hear a lot of cop cars and all that. And for me, I don't really understand why a lot of white people move to the city when a lot of white people have been purebred to the suburbs. A lot of white people have the life here. But just like everybody else, they want to go, I guess, have better job opportunities. When you move to like cities like New York, you move to cities like California, Atlanta, Georgia, anywhere, Chicago, you can see the vivid segregation. They're never going to tell you, but them white people will never go to those sides of the city. They never go over east. They'll never go out west. They'll never go southeast. They will never go northeast. They will never go anywhere where the predominant demographic is black, because they know the evil that they have done to people that are living there for no reason. They make it that the liquor stores are accessible. You go to white neighborhoods, there you will never, in the suburbs where there are white people, there are no liquor stores, and white people drink, but they have money. They have the opportunity to drive, go to the liquor store, and come back. You see what I'm trying to say? They have that. They have that privilege. They look at, so it keeps the liquor like out the city. It keeps it out of the eye of the kids. It keeps that type of lifestyle away from people. But as you see in the black communities in a lot of cities, the liquor store right around the corner, you can walk there. By the time you turn 21, you could become an alcoholic overnight because you have so much access to it. The cash checks things are still around. They don't want people to get credit cards. All of that systematic degrading, the degrading of people systematically, not by just saying get out of my store because you're black. Nah, it's not about this. Oh, because you're black, we're gonna systematically check you out of all these boxes. You're not gonna be able to do these things. We're gonna keep you in certain areas. So of course it keeps people down. It keeps people small. Of course, it keeps people in mentality, and especially if you've been in a situation where life has just been so dark for so long. Of course, you're gonna feel like, oh, there's no way out for me, or you don't even get to enjoy the goodness and the peace of where you live at, because regardless of how you live, because regardless of where you from, what you do, you should feel at home and feel safe, feel comfortable wherever you lay your head, whether your abode is your home is big or small, whether it's just four walls. You should feel comfortable in your space. You should feel comfortable in your environment without having to feel like you have to get up out of there and go live this big and lavish different life because they're promoting it. And for me, I'll never understand it because they push the lifestyle like, oh, you need this big house, you need these nice cars, you need this expensive stuff. And they're moving into the cities. They're gentrifying the cities, they're changing the cities. I guarantee you, right now, there are white people moving into DC. And the only reason they're moving into DC, and not just DC, because DC has been black, white, Hispanic, Asian, has been a mixed and very diverse. The DMV is a very mixed and very diverse area, especially where I'm from. But everybody has their section of town. The black people got their section, the white people got their section. The white people live over the northwest, southwest. That's where the white people stay at. The black people stay southeast over east. Same shit in Baltimore. Baltimore, the people, the white people live on the other side, black people live on the other side. It's just what it is. It's unfortunate, but you look at it, and the only way a black man can make a black woman can make her, a black person can make their way from where they are to another places, either through education and hard work. It's just not, oh yeah, I want to get up and move and live in a different area. And on top of that, they plant violence in these areas, and they put people in positions where their kids are going to end up in jail, and their lives are just going to be taken from them without giving them a chance. And it's not fair. The city is fucked up. Every city is fucked up. But it comes to a point, because if John is living like this, but Tyrese is living like this, that's fucked up. If John living like this, but Jaquan living like this, that's fucked up, right? It's Jessica living like this, but Jakira living like this. That's messed up. It's like you're supposed to have a balance, right? If John can live in the same city I'm living in and be at peace and comfortable and not fear for his life, why can't Tavon or Terry live a good life over there and be comfortable? You know what I'm trying to say? And I guess it just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not being able to articulate my words in the best way. But another thing that just came to me was like, they move into these cities, and then on top of that, they break down facilities, they break down establishments that were there to build and uplift the city, like Boys and Girls Club, boxing gyms. They may not have been black owned, but black ran. Like, these are businesses that were put in positions to help the community keep those kids out the street. Well, y'all not going to do it, so we're going to do it. We're going to fund it. This building may be breaking down, but we're going to use it as a boxing gym. We're going to use it as a basketball court. We're going to use it as a Boys and Girls Club to get these kids out of the street, to let them know they don't have to go in the street. And I feel like they come in, they shut those things down. They come in, they break it down because they have no regard. They don't care. Their kids are in country clubs. Their kids are playing soccer in basketball tournaments, AAU, playing at the park. So it's like, that's my brother, bro. My fucking brother. I'm telling you, like, this is my life right now. Like, I like, one day I'm gonna get my own place. I'm gonna have a setup that's perfect, and y'all gonna be watching me, and y'all gonna be like, damn, like, who is that, bro? She really saying some real shit, and I am. But yeah, keep an eye out, because they don't have no regard for you. And every black person that has an opportunity to move into the suburbs and come out and use the voucher to take advantage of the opportunity, the same way they're taking advantage of us. Take advantage of them. Come into their systems. Run through their schools. Take advantage of their education system. And if you don't, still come here and make a home for yourself. Make a name for yourself. Bring your culture with you, and don't forget who you are. Because that's what I feel like a lot of black people do. We're constantly running from somewhere to find refuge somewhere. And one thing we can't do is run. You have to stand your ground and stay there. You have to sit where that tree is getting cut at. You have to. If they say I'm gonna cut this tree down, but that's your tree, you grew up with that tree. You sit by that tree. They can't kill it. They can't cut the tree unless with you sitting right there. They can't take your house from you if you're living in it, paying your rent. You know, you have to do it. You have to establish yourself in your community so that when they come around and they want to take it from you, and they're not going to stay there for long. They're going to stay there while the prices are still low. Once the prices go up, they move out. Once they make enough money, they move out, go to the back to the suburbs where they started. And now those places are vacant. The prices go back down, and black people move back into those places, and it's a cycle over and over again. It's devastating. It's devastating, but it's the truth. Peace, y'all.